What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kids Move, and I'm back with a quick video. Today, I just want to talk about the stuff I always talk about. PlayStation fanboys caring more about Xbox, caring more about everything else but, games and PlayStation games. They care about sales, they care about accolades, they care about things not being on Xbox, things negative on Xbox, and they care about Xbox financials, especially if they can pinpoint any declines, because these are things they use as I don't know where the interest lies. If you're a PlayStation fan, I really don't see where the interest is. So I am an Xbox fan, right? And now that I acknowledge the console wars over a long time ago, right? I don't have like what I call raw, just general interest in PlayStation. Sometimes they drop a game I like, and sometimes I'm interested, and sometimes I play it. But I don't have a general interest in PlayStation where I care about their monthly or quarterly financials, how many sales they got, how many units they shipped, and stuff like that. I really don't care. It's just like, it's not a thought to my mind. I really don't care. Xbox, I have an interest in it. It's cool to hear about it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's not driving my interest. It's not driving me to play my Xbox more or less based off how they're performing financially, right? However, PlayStation fans, they have Xbox financials on their calendar. They have it as a reminder. They know the day. I don't even know the date. I just kind of happened to see one of the journalists, post it or retweet it, and that's when I am able to see it. But no, these guys know it. I was checking out tweets of dudes like, Microsoft financials are due this week. I can't wait. Like, what? These are the things they can't. And if you go on X right now, you don't even have to like search up Microsoft or anything. You literally just click home, and the first thing you'll be met with is people like Nib, people like Porter Rock, people like Red Dragon, people like Oliver Darko, all these PlayStation guys, deep diving into Microsoft's financials. Like it never fails. That's what they do. And the thing is, I think I had to do like a psychoanalysis analysis on this one, right? I think like these guys treat like being grifters, they treat being a bitch, they treat being like annoying like it's a job. Like they put it, how like YouTubers like, all right, I gotta get a video out, I gotta put a content out. If you're making money on like X, you gotta post so much or make sure this post go semi-viral, whatever. They treat like grifting Xbox fans as a job. It's like a task. Like, I have to get this, I have to talk, I have to do this, right? And I just don't understand it. It's like, okay, you're only diving into this stuff, and the thing is, because these people like to spin it, they like to add their own narratives to it. You're only doing that to send shots to the existing Xbox fans. It's like, do you guys like, does it bother you that there's just some people that like Xbox that every day you have to sort of remind yourself and remind them, like, if Xbox is doing something bad, or if they didn't sell as well, if they didn't do as well or something like that, you need to remind the Xbox, because what are you going to do with the information? Your whole point is to have it as some sort of bullet point or some argument point. But at the end of the day, what is the end game? The end game is to annoy every single last existing Xbox fan. Anybody who celebrates Xbox or enjoys Xbox, your job is to pretty much antagonize them. So my thing is, right? So Microsoft financials came out. You know what happened this morning? PlayStation demoted one of their CEOs. First, they were operating two CEOs, I think, Hiroki Todoroki and Herman Hulst. They backseated Herman Hulst back to just first party, and they let Hiroki Todoroki run a thing. Like, I retweeted the post, and I was like, and I made sure I said this. I was like, yep, but all PlayStation fans right now is just anticipating Microsoft financials. They don't care about what's happening with PlayStation, right? You know what's crazy? PlayStation fans will break down how Game Pass is bad and how it's wrong, as how it's failing, how Xbox is flopping, how they're getting out of gaming, how they're doing this, and they'll tell you they're able to break it down to the metal of how bad Xbox is doing, right? Financially, from unit sales to Game Pass growth, they're able to break down the shit that Xbox isn't telling you. So Xbox doesn't give you like raw numbers or how many subscriptions they added or how many they lost. They'll sit there and break down Microsoft's words and then and extrapolate a number of units sold that Xbox got, or of subscribers lost or subscribers gained. They will do that. They will literally do that. They will do that. They will write articles on X and they will do that. And you're like, question, right? Now I understand. Like to me, this is and me and Addict got into an argument because he's a little pissed off and annoyed that Xbox is showing like a decline here and this and there. Is like, oh, it's like, bro. And I had to tell, it's like, dude, I don't care about this shit. But the thing is that this is where I pretty much came to. And I came to this conclusion a long time ago. People just like PlayStation more than Xbox. And let's break it down. This is why PlayStation has more YouTube subscribers. PlayStation have more Twitter followers. PlayStation have more Instagram followers. And when I say more, I mean I'm talking about triple, quadruple the subscriber base on each social media platform. Xbox and PlayStation can post the same trailer of the same game. PlayStation will get more views, more likes, and more comments. Just the fan base is just larger over there. PlayStation is a more popular brand. There's nothing Xbox can do. You know what I mean? And I say this confidently because when Xbox did, when I say release system sellers, people didn't buy the console for the system sellers. People didn't buy, Xbox One X for Gears 5. People didn't buy the Xbox Series X when Halo Infinite came out, or when Starfield came out, or when Forza Horizon 5 came out. These were great games. These were amazing games. However, people weren't buying Xbox. They were still buying PlayStation. We can test this now. PlayStation can put out a console and release no new games for it, right? And people would still buy the PlayStation over an Xbox with new games. That's just the fact. It just so happens it's just like pretty much people can make an argument like Android-based phones are better than iPhones. That's probably true, right? But there's nothing, you're not getting me to go from an iPhone to an Android. It's just not happening. It's just, I don't care. You know what I mean? At that point, and I think that's what it is replacing. I think Xbox is a better console, has a better package, the better ecosystem, best value overall, like as far as ecosystem. So, and some people don't care. They're locked into their PlayStation ecosystem, right? You know what I mean? I'm locked into my Xbox ecosystem, and sure, I could leave, but to me, it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not going to leave to PlayStation to play games that are on Xbox. There's nothing I only go to PlayStation for things I really can't enjoy on Xbox to any degree, right? So I take up every time Xbox's sales are down, or Xbox don't sell as much as PlayStation. They won't. They're not as popular. It's just not going to happen. And we're in a different era. And I've accepted that, and I really don't care. You know what I mean? It really doesn't, I don't care to, it does nothing for me. You know what I mean? I just hope Microsoft keep, investing into it. You know what I mean? As far as games and stuff like that, I understand that Game Pass exists, and I've completely consumed most of my games. Literally, most of my games are consumed out of my Game Pass subscription. I'm paying for the Game Pass subscription. I have rights to the games that they put in there, so no one should be pressuring me or telling me that I'm cheap and I don't buy games. I'm part of the problem. No, they gave me an option to consume games. Are you cheap because you don't buy music no more? You don't buy albums from the Apple Store. Instead, you stream them from Spotify and Apple Music. Are you a cheap bitch because you consume all your movies from Hulu and Netflix and all that stuff? You don't go to the store and buy your Blu-rays, or you don't buy these things, or you don't go to the movies as often. It's the arguments are very stupid. It's very stupid. So You tell me Xbox ain't selling as much as PlayStation. I'm like, yeah, PlayStation's just a dominant brand. People like PlayStation more than the Xbox. It's simple as that. Xbox, when they had games, people didn't buy it. When the Xbox marketed, people didn't buy it. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Xbox hardware sales suck because people aren't buying Xbox. They're buying PlayStation over Xbox. There's more PlayStation fans than there are Xbox fans. There's nothing Xbox can do to stop that. Great. Now, as far as games and Game Pass, I'm sorry, if you're going to release, AAA, your hottest games available a la carte to buy or available within my monthly subscription of $20, I'm probably going to consume it in my monthly subscription. There's no problem. You're giving me the option. So you can't tell me this is bad because you don't tell me, oh, this is bad because you're consuming the game. This is what they gave me. You know what I mean? So I don't care about sales. At the end of the day, these financial shit, they're talking about minus 7%, right? Just think about this. Minus 7%, up 2%, minus 29%. When the dollars go into the bank, right? We're talking about billions of dollars. Oh, I didn't make this many billions this year that I made last year. And I'm supposed to care or be concerned about that. Are you serious? We're talking about billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And this is the shit they talk about. Like, they want to rub this in our face. And I got to take the biggest sneeze, of course. Oh my God. I'm getting over this cold. All right, cool. I didn't sneeze. So I just got to ask PlayStation fans this. I really do. Hold on. Oh, wow. Didn't sneeze. Oh my God. This cold sucks. Sucks. My nose is red because I didn't scratch the skin off my nose. Oh. I had a question to ask PlayStation fans. PlayStation is this greatest thing ever, right? They sell their PlayStation. All PlayStation fans tell me in comparison to Xbox is that they always want to remind you that Xbox is trailing behind this Xbox One and Xbox 360, their series consoles. They always want to remind you that. They want to remind you that PlayStation 5 is, trailing ahead of PS4 and all this other stuff. And, this game sold this game sold that. So you would think PlayStation is happy. PlayStation is fine, right? Then you have to ask yourself, why all the leadership changes? And then you got to ask yourself, if they're still selling consoles at a high rate and they're selling games at a high rate, why are they pivoting to PC? Why do they want to be more multi-platform? Why do they want to do live services? If they're fine, why these changes? What do they need? If they're fine, why are they making these changes if they're fine? You know what I mean? So it's like PlayStation is fine, right? Financially. However, in the background, they're making all these changes. But are they doing that because they're okay, that they're good, they're soaring ahead? Why are they doing that? They're not satisfied. There's something that they're not satisfied with, right? There's something that they're not satisfied with. We, as much as you guys can harp on Xbox for, they're going multi-plat and all this other bullshit, you guys, and then hey, you see, this is why. You guys sit there and shit on Xbox fans for Xbox going multi-plat or releasing their games on PlayStation, and then you turn around and shit on Xbox fans for Xbox financials being down, or they're not selling as much consoles or not selling this much of that. Software is not selling because of Game Pass and all this other stuff, but Game Pass is growing, but you don't want to highlight that. You turn that down. It's like, okay, so, and then you want to sit there and say, okay, well, this is why they're going multi-plat. Well, duh, that makes sense. Their Xbox is making these decisions based off what's going on here, the things that you guys keep putting in our faces. But you guys can't turn around and explain why PlayStation is making their decisions. Why are PlayStation focusing on PC? Why did PlayStation try to pivot to live service? Why is PlayStation changing up CEOs? What are they not happy with? They're selling, their PlayStation consoles are selling. Their games are still winning Game of the Year. Their games aren't their games still selling tens of millions? What do they want? Why do they need to make any changes if they're super successful? These guys, like the Nibs, the Porter Rocks, the Nick, the Oliver Darkos, all these dudes that claim like they play this game where like they tell the story about like Xbox, or their commentary on Xbox. They try to hit you sideways. They try to sound educated and intelligent, but they also find a way to spin it because they know they got to do their job and piss off Xbox fans. We got to, give them those jabs, because this is what we do. It's our job to do it. They can't go this dive. They can't deep dive like this on PlayStation. And I'm not saying that anything's wrong with PlayStation. I don't know. I don't follow PlayStation's financials. I only just see what's on the headline. I just know that they picked one CEO and they pushed one dude to the back seat. I know that this one CEO is like multi-platform, PC. But the thing is like, but PlayStation are doing fine. Your consoles are selling. Your games are selling, and you're winning awards. Your Metacritics, you're doing fine. You're selling even when your first party isn't producing anything. What's the problem? They can't give me this type of breakdown on what's going on with PlayStation, right? They only give you these breakdowns on Xbox. On Xbox. That's it. It's like I don't understand. Look at this. Look at this. They only care about like Xbox. I've never seen like, I don't understand PlayStation fans. I really don't understand PlayStation fans. And they're just grifters. They get a kick. Their only existence is to go at, Xbox anyway. And so that's why I say the saddest day in history of gaming is a point where if Xbox ever like go away, what are these guys going to do? I don't know what these guys are going to do, because they made a career out of shitting on Xbox and finding any Xbox fan they could find to try to piss them off or to tell them it's like they hate them for being for liking the Xbox. It's like, I don't know why any industry is like no other industry is like this. Not music, not movies. Like, for example, nobody can convince me that Jay-Z is better than Nas. I think Nas has always been better than Jay-Z, from his albums to the rapping to their beef. I always would pick Nas over Jay-Z 10 out of 10 times in any scenario. However, data wouldn't support my claim, because I think Jay-Z sells more albums than Nas. His singles does better than Nas. I think he's more popular than Nas, like especially in their prime. But at the end of the day, nobody could shake me off the fact that Nas is better than Jay-Z. Nobody could pull me over that. So, and that's how it is with me with like the iPhone and any other device, or with I'm like that with like Samsung on some devices. I'm like that with Asus and other devices. But for gaming and console gaming, to me, Xbox is the best platform to play on. It's been that for me, and it's been like that for years. So it's nothing really PlayStation can do that's going to change my mind. And I don't care if Xbox is not as popular as PlayStation or doesn't outsell PlayStation or whatever. Is that, to me, it's just like gaming on it. And the thing is I feel like we're in this like environment where we're like forced to like defend our preference, and it's kind of stupid. But again, this is another effort. PlayStation fans don't care about games. They don't care about good games. They don't care about gaming. They care about things that suits their preference. Anything that makes Xbox look bad, anything that makes PlayStation looks good. No, anything is that like I've never seen dude turn around to me like, oh, this is like the Homer and host thing. Well, that's good. That's not bad news. That's good news. Okay, 10 canceled games. That's what we wanted. We didn't want them to make a live service game. Okay, but like when we come to the agreement, like, okay, Xbox is doing multi-platform. It is what it is. Sucks, but it is what it is. I'm still looking forward to these games. No, they want us to be down and out. You know what I mean? I was like, but dude, all these bangers are about to come out this year, but I got to be down and out because they coming on PlayStation. Well, hopefully you like them, because I remember the days when I think Porter Rock was like, Xbox sucks at making games. That's what Porter Rock used to say, right? I don't know what he's saying now, but it is what it is. That's my video. That's my rant, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. And I'm sorry, it's been long. Damn, 20 freaking minutes. This should have been a live stream. My bad, guys. My bad. If you made it this far, my bad, man. But that's my video. Peace.